Okay, I don't know what's going on, Leo, but this is my second time trying to record your video. So here we go. All right, this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus, however you want to use it, for September 2025. I'm going to start with the tarot. We'll clarify with a different tarot deck and some oracle cards, okay? Please do remember to like, share, subscribe, and turn your notifications on. Also, follow me on Instagram, okay? What do you have for Leo? Okay, so Tower with justice. There is going to be justice in a situation. That tower is there because it could be a very shocking moment, okay? This could be that you finally get justice. This could be you getting the justice you deserve. Whatever it is, there's some karma coming down here. What Spirit is helping you with this Emperor in reverse is Spirit is helping you to remember that you are a leader. But I feel like you might not be feeling that way right now because a lot of things that are happening, you feel like they are beyond your control. And that's okay because some shit in life is a little bit outside of what we can control at this time. And maybe that's the lesson, right? To let go and let God, if you will, or to stop trying to control or manipulate a certain situation, especially if you already prayed on this, it's already going to work out in your favor, okay? Then you got here Five of Cups energy. And with the Five of Cups, you do have this person, you know, they're looking at what's gone. They're looking at what's destroyed. But what they're not paying attention to is these two cups that they have. And that's really the beauty of the Five of Cups, is it's reminding you not to cry over spilled milk, as they would say. Something's over with, is done. And I'm saying that because the Wheel of Fortune is here. And this Wheel of Fortune with this 10 is telling me that this is like a closing out of an old cycle, okay? For some of you, the old you is gone. And you're just approaching things and people in a whole different way. Okay, that's for some of you. Underneath the deck, Two of Rods. All right, this is kind of like a crossroads moment. There's a lot of major arcana here: the Emperor, Justice, the Tower, the Wheel of Fortune. There's some decisions that you have to make. But with this ball being in this guy's hand, that always reminds me, okay, the world is yours. It's in the palm of your hand. What is it that you want? There's nothing that you cannot do, that you cannot achieve, that you cannot accomplish. All right. Spirit, why is this Justice and Tower crowning the reading for Leo? Ace of Swords, okay? You're going to get mental clarity. And it's so funny because the reading that I was trying to record that won't go through, it was like you kept trying to change your mind about something or disillusion yourself about something. I'm really hearing like go along to get along. Or for some of you, you were fighting or competing for something that you realize is not worth it, or that you really don't even want deep down in your soul, okay? So you're going to have mental clarity and a breakthrough. And for some of us, that is a tower moment. It can be. You know, you might realize you don't want a job or a certain career. You might realize that you don't want the person that you with. You might realize that certain parts of yourself who you don't want to be anymore. And that could be a tower moment for the best of us. But there's going to be some mental clarity, some mental breakthroughs, some new ideas, okay? Your mind is going to be a lot sharper. Why is this Emperor reversed here for Leo? Yeah, the Devil, okay? That's been you working a little bit with your shadow self. So with this Emperor being in reverse, you might have taken a step back from being that person that's in control and calling all the shots. to work on yourself. So I feel like a lot of you have been doing a lot of shadow work, a lot of soul searching. I feel like a lot of you are either you've been working on this or you're making the decision this month to work on this. You will be working on addictions. You will be working on codependency. You will be working on getting out of any toxic attachments, okay? Because and you got the Ten of Wands here, because something has been a burden on you. Something has been extra responsibility, but that is about to come to an end, okay? Either because when that justice is coming down, either it's your choice that this is happening or this is something out of your control, but it's giving you the nudge you need to move forward and move on. All right, you got the Page of Cups here, so there's going to be Page of Cups with that Five of Cups. Don't cry over spilled milk, because you're going to have a new idea. This is the card of the dreamer. This card can also signify new love, new opportunities. You got to pay attention to any intuitive messages that you're getting. Wheel of Fortune. Why is that Wheel of Fortune here for Leo? Okay, interesting. King of Swords. So you're going to choose to put head over heart. I don't see a lot of cups in this reading. For some of you, you might have been in your feelings about a person or situation too long. For some of you, you might have been trying to figure out or decode a situation for a long time. But justice is coming, okay? You're going to have, again, mental clarity. You're going to be honest. For some of you, this is an honest conversation with somebody. And that Tower is there because this might not be a comfortable conversation, all right? And don't get everybody be so scared of the Tower. Yes, something is getting destroyed, but that's for something new to be built, okay? Then underneath the deck, you got this Page of Wands. So Page of Wands, Two of Wands, you know, or rods, and it's a real, this is talking about limitless potential, okay? But potential with no discipline can lead to a lot of unrealized dreams, and I think you know that now, all right? So you're gonna have a level of freedom just from letting something go, okay? Like, I'm finally letting this go, all right? So now I'm gonna add to this some, I don't want Romance Oracle. Let's see. I'm gonna add some of the Soul's Journey Oracle. Get a few more messages for you, Soul's Journey deck. What do you have for Leo for September 2025? Leo. What's crowning this reading? Yeah, indecision. Okay, it's time to decide. It's time to decide. It's time to make a decision. And for some people, that's the Tower moment. It's like, I have to decide. So it says, I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. And remember, you have this Page of Cups here. All right, so you have an opportunity to receive intuitive messages, okay? Don't be going around asking other people, what should I do? What should I do? Nobody is you, right? So this is about soul searching and deciding what it is that you want so that you can make a choice, all right? I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Something has felt like a burden. Something has felt toxic. Something has felt binding. Something has felt like I'm not the leader anymore. And whatever it is that whom or whatever it is that you are aspiring to be, the challenges were the best way for you to learn that. So it's like, take everything in stride. What else for Leo? Purpose. I know what I am here to do. Okay? You're finding your purpose. You might feel like you lost some things and people along the way, but that's going to be very short-lived because you're really not losing anything. And even if you feel like, hey, that ain't short lived, I've been feeling this way for the last five years or something like that, that's not going to have nothing on the next 15, 20 years because you are free. Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. You're being asked to stop living in and looking at the past. What's done is done. Okay. Yes, there will be justice. Yes, there's karma. Yes, there's all those things. But you learned. And now you're going to be moving on. Underneath the deck, pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Okay. When you see yourself in everyone, that means you see the God in them. Point blank, period. That's the one thing that we all have in common. Okay. All right. We're going to add a few little romance angels. What was that? Y'all got stuff popping and, some of you might feel under some pressure. I'm looking at my kitchen. It's like a cap just popped off of a bottle that shouldn't really be under pressure. I think that was a bottle of water. But some of you might feel like you're under pressure. Look at that. Let go of control issues. So maybe that's why your emperor is in reverse. Maybe spirit is trying to teach you that you don't have to be in control all the time, because that card says allow this situation to unfold naturally. But nothing is going to unfold until you make a decision. All right. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So for some of you, this is that heartbreak from the past. Those cups represent emotions. Okay? You're being told it's time to clear that energy to move on. You're healing. And you learned from those past mistakes. Attraction. You attract romantic love by fully enjoying this moment. So you're being asked to try to find it in yourself to be more carefree, to have more fun, whatever that means to you. Yeah, forgiving and learning came out with that. I know I cannot change the past. Some of you are seeing your mistakes clearly, and that's hard. That's that shadow work. You know, sometimes it can be hard to accept that we're the villain in the story. But I guarantee you're somebody's angel as well as you're somebody's devil. It's just facts of life. You take the good, you take the bad, you take it all, and then stop playing. Okay, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you embrace more love in your present moments. That's what this is about. You have the opportunity to move on from the past. And Spirit asking you, what you gonna do? You got to make a decision. Okay? Pay attention to the red flags along with reconciliation. So somebody in your past could be coming back. And I always tell all my clients, men and women, be careful with the past, because what has changed? Sometimes you let somebody back and they ruin your life again. You say, well, goddamn. And sometimes you let somebody back and they have changed. But make sure that you are careful. And when it says pay attention to the red flags, don't sweep stuff under the rug wearing these rose-colored glasses. You have to look at people and things exactly as they are. Okay? Look at that. Surrender the idea that you could fix someone. You can't fix this ex or this past person. You can't. It's time for a relationship to shift. Even if this is with your parents, a family member, you can't fix anyone. Especially if they didn't ask for your help. I had to learn that many times the hard way. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. Surrender denial. This is the thing. You had rose-colored glasses on or your eyes closed to something. And it says, accept people and situations exactly how they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decision. You keep going back and forth with somebody, like I said, whether this is romantic love or whom or whatever this is, but this person causes an extra, there's an extra burden here. Even if it's just a burden in your mind, it's like if this person is just living in your head rent free, Spirit is telling you surrender that fear of change. It's okay for things to change. Remember, this card says it's time for a relationship to shift. Sometimes it's not that it's the end of a relationship, but it's the end of that relationship. Maybe we are no longer romantically involved, but we can still be friends. Maybe we can't still be friends, but we can still be acquaintances. Maybe I have to, this thing you got to think about. Maybe I have to stop trying to help you all the time because I'm just beating my head against the wall and I need to stay in my lane and help me and mind my own business. Okay, these are things you're going to be realizing this month or putting into action. And then finally, surrender to what is. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. Okay, there's something that you have been refusing to look at within yourself, within others, within a situation, and denial is gone. You're saying it is what it is. Now, how do I move on from now? But this, I love myself and I see myself in everyone, is encouraging you not to judge other people. Okay? I know this was a lot, but there's going to be big changes for you, Leo, and you're being asked to take it all in stride. It's all a learning experience. Okay? I love, love, love you. If you would like a personal reading, you can contact me. The information is below in the description, and also follow me on IG. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.